Now the rest of the story. In the history of every American town, large and small, at least one man's name stands out. And in Vernal, Utah, tucked away in the easternmost part of the state near the Colorado border, that man's name is Bill Colathorpe. Bill was a prominent merchant in Vernal. His dreams were big, and he wanted them to last. He knew his town needed a bank and office space, so it was his idea to combine them in a brand-new business building, the bank at street level and offices on the second floor. By the early spring of 1916, Bill had already enlisted the services of an ambitious young architect, and the plans were completed. The design was efficient, modern, and specified only the best materials for the new Colathorpe building. There was just one problem. The interior could be constructed of materials found in Vernal, but Bill's building plans required fine textured bricks for the exterior. The nearest place to find those bricks was Salt Lake City, 400 mountainous, rutted, winding, and precarious road miles away. And guess what? No railroads passed through Vernal. None do even today. The roads in the area, used mostly by loggers, were ultimately primitive. Considering the rates charged by wagoneers, it would cost a king's ransom to have those bricks hauled from Salt Lake City to Vernal. So Bill Colathorpe had a problem. Now he could construct his new building entirely of local materials. The quality and maybe even the durability would be less than he preferred, but it was still an option. Or he could simply order those tens of thousands of bricks to be brought from Salt Lake City. But how could he or anybody pay for the shipping? Well, if you've been listening to the rest of the story programs as long as I've been writing them, you know we've encountered plenty of two kinds of people. The kind who say it can't be done, and the kind who go ahead and do it anyway. By now, you've probably guessed that Bill Colathorpe was among the latter. He was a doer. He didn't like things getting in his way, and when they did, he did whatever it took to get them out of the way. So, just how inclined to settle for less than the best for his new office and bank building was Bill? Well, Bill wanted his dreams made durable. And this one would be. The Colathorpe building was constructed in 1916, and roughly a century later, it's still here, the Zion's First National Bank. Those fine textured bricks from Salt Lake City were used for the exterior, and the prohibitive cost of shipping by wagon was avoided. How come? Well, Bill Colathorpe did a little investigating and discovered a fortunate discrepancy in the postal regulations. That's right. Bill found that the postal rates by the pound were nominal. And so, one brick at a time, each brick was sent from Salt Lake City to Vernal individually addressed. Even today, folks in that town refer to their Zion's First National Bank as the bank that came by mail. Now you know the rest of the story.